Anyway, welcome back to the Monday service, Common Lounge. We are back again. Another week. Another what?
Another service.
Okay, another service. Lero dindera bwa mamambo.
Yeah.
Na wale bachingizi. Ukara kuchani. Lero na bwesina gashigite nena ngokuri musipanga kumamisa.
Chobereka.
Chobereka tayamba lero. Nake ati sangalalira kwa basi amena kuti zinakonjolesa kuti achale akuti achale anamenya zinthu zokwiya kwa basi nde wina naona komenti yake amenoda kuti achale ali pamo nde tinavunga ife tinauza kuti tiatumizira achalewo nda analivungira nde
Chali chimene akusunga be.
yeah 10%
Chantulo. Chantulo.
8%. Yeah. But anyway, welcome back. We are always grateful, thankful for all your wonderful comments. We love the engagement. We love you, for everything else that you are always busy commenting in the comment section. It's funny, it's educative as well. And I would go mboya ya Ngozo ndi Gugu akuti fire kwabasi kuma situkugiza naso
Umangomvera kukana. Umangomvera kukana.
wesina ngoma ndikakamiza zimene ukufuna ndikakamize
Yeah, imangowika position yetu ndikonde.
ndikakamize zosomeni
Zoti tikondane muno bwino sufuna.
ayi nthawi zina zake chikondi chimangoma wina akamakana wina kumakhangalira wachechere uzasi unayi ndikasamba kukuvomera popo
Sinzayendaso.
zabeba
We are in a toxic relationship
it is a very beautiful toxic relationship, right?
and we love it that way.
So usako umezisa too.
Let's say Google sangangovomereza.
Where it's supposed to be.
Okay, that's too much. That's too much.
Much, enough for too much. We don't do too much. We chase us away with too much. We're like that. But anyway, we are back again with an interesting story. Very, very interesting. Sad, but interesting. Yeah, baby girl. Guys, poyambira pawandisoko weniweni komano leloli I think itapangediza umpingo weniweni, right? We need to be very empathic
Churchy.
yeah leloli tingolowetsako pang'ono, right? You know that term amene kuti women don't have other women.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like that's where I'm taking this one.
Yeah.
Right today. But anyway, let's jump into the story. So the story is about this baby girl. So she's been raised by her mom. Komano I think Banyan Magalinata. Right? So my Bambwa Banja Nata when she was 11 years old. And Anasia, when the dad was leaving, her younger brother was 5 years old. So she's 11 and the brother is 5. So Bambaya Rajoga Adabida, the mom started becoming very abusive towards her.
Yeah.
The mom started becoming very abusive towards her. Gamabida Awoti,
Yeah.
I'm guessing most of you would understand what I'm saying when I say that. So she was put in charge to be raising her young
siblings.
Yes, it was just one sibling, the little brother.
Yeah.
Right. So she has to take care of the home. She has to take care of the brother. And my girl, my mama, aren't you 5 a.m. So nobody, the younger brother will still go samagona ndiyo. Sinanga, they're just two in the house.
Yeah.
So she'll take care of the brother, she'll do everything else for the brother. Mama amenori atuge amukozegete the younger brother before she also start taking care of herself and go to school. No would have remotes. Agangochedwa pangono, or if she's making any sound in the morning. Like when you're sleeping, mama oje, ndeunage aziga shintibu, how pissed you get. Right? So this was the situation. That woke the mother up and mwigizemo minimum.
Mvuvute mwana samasa.
Right? So the younger brother, akaona kuti zafikapo potentha, the younger brother will throw himself on top of the sister kuti ampange protected from the mom. Basi noti atengana apita ku skulu basi akakhala umene uja. So the teacher started noticing kuti ichi makhala chikuchitika ndi chani.
Yeah.
So one day the teacher went kuti akankhale ndi make kuti mwana skulu chimachitika ndi chani, like amakhala kuti akubwera akulira and like she's bruised, what's happening. Asambiza apita kumene kuja anakayikizamo iwe ende ndani
mwanaye wawo
wako iwe ungamusamale iwe anatulukira pako iwe, you know, a lot of things, obscenities that were spoken also. So anyway, the teacher was like, okay, cool, chabwino. So she will still try here and there to be helping. So to make matters worse, pezakasodi sama mujetaso. You know, like she was focusing on the little brother,
but not
on her.
Yeah.
Right? So Ndogudisaja, the teacher also noticed that.
Yeah.
The teacher amabweseraja kuja, and then ndoriaja amuzo ruzingoja tukunkuno samaka figure na kujo. Because there was a time many ananyamula cha kujo akajile kunyumba sizinaende kusomino just sizinalongo soki. So anyway, they're growing up. She's growing up. Where I'm back secondary school, and all the brothers is also growing. So good enough, they had a good relationship with the younger brother, and the younger brother was also referring her as her mom, right? So bas, mama baja nabaza wadi akukula. Then tulimenelo adamu tibula adamu menya anatawira kwa auntie yake. Right? Till one day, the aunt was like, okay, let's go. And I'm waiting one oja, and I think I was. However, Jandori, you guy and my gaja, they were already know good moon to or and kula madani,
yeah.
So anyway, the aunt was like, okay, cool, chabwino, that's fine. No, that I'm waiting 1 hour, one kazi, kila nyumba.
Yeah.
Oh, gia kumabida. Anyway, the next day, the aunt anamuza uga from school, just come straight kunyumba.
Yeah.
Now anapita straight kunyumba anajetada anaja aku madzulo tent sipita kunyumba. Afika kunyumba kabeza kuti pamene amasiya magi palile.
Yeah.
And their house is only looking empty. Like there are no curtains. There's no nothing. Right?
What?
The neighbor is a neighbor together.
No.
And then she goes like, Tasamoga, she's 15 now at this age. Tasamoga, what do you mean Tasamoga? It's like, your mother was packing everything. I thought Mwasamoga. I was like, don't know anything. So ndakudi wamukira zanja
the younger brother,
and they don't know anything. Kenago aranguza komana nasiya jugama amaina uri ukabwera ndobasiri. So ine jugama zovala. Like these are the little brother. So the aunt was also not aunt by blood, just like
family friend.
Yes.
Mtauni mama.
Ndekenago kalo ndendidani. So anangukhala pakhonde. So kuti abwira mtengo wake wote. And then while she's pondering, the teacher was passing by. And then she anayima kuda. What's happening? What's going on? Baspe baja. Anaja na furugoza okay. Tingono mwina likely enough or like I don't know. Komano, she was a single teacher, you know. So I'm gonna, you know what?
Come
follow me. Tien. Bas. Anadenga. Anaja. Oh, peban modi krugira. Naiwala pamots.
Mukulugira so lugi ndewot.
Krugira so leo team.
Akana kala luga kana mushisha.
Naiwala pamots. sinanga bambawa jana bide.
Yeah.
So the woman will be having boyfriends. So she had one boyfriend. I'm bwela bayani.
Back home.
Home batch. Na bezogora daja. Another one also mandani. Mama ouch.
God.
Right? So when the daughter told the mom what happened. Anamponda. Couldn't you are busy seducing my man. Right? You are busy seducing him. What? So ada now fast forward, Apusa jawadenga kumamba ukala now. So anambo mampuzisa, like this was a form of a family that they had not had.
Yeah.
The teacher was a good lady, whatnot.
Yeah.
So anyway, anagula. And then at some point, I think when she was 22, the mom came back. So anabwera kuzabanga claim. So and she also almost sued the teacher. Kuri wendo endani. Unumarenga na wangarindu endani. So anyway, she took the brother. Bas. Yes, so no, they dragged her. Kuri abiru mangaka. So the story was nina kuri menana yoga monja. Anabanga follow daja. Amene anabanga rebu. Anaga gwadidana kumene watch. So now her coming back za tago kuri. Uja. Abwerago. Right? Komano the maltreatment did not end. Komano sinanga, if she has had an experience of what love could be.
Yeah.
Teacher,
Yeah.
right? So she just like, I can be here. She left, she went back to the teacher, and then Basamakara, Wino. So now the mom took the brother, Kumakala Nai, she went to be staying with the teacher. The teacher, likely enough, got married to a good man, and they started living as a family. She started having her own kids. So the girl went to university, and she's a nurse.
Yeah.
So so now the younger brother Neso apuzila so wambaso kukira sonchiro.
Yeah.
So nabezagori anayimba phone. One day he just called her, good say Masteni Salibo, you should come see her. She was like, I don't have a mother. I cannot come there. So it's like, okay, cool, Chabono, I understand. So dwala kena go the mom decided to call her herself, could I have my daughter, and you come see me, what. So her mom, the teacher, told her, it's up to you to go see her or not, but I cannot force you to do something.
You make a choice.
You're not comfortable with. So anyway, she decided to go see her. Komano the mom was not Nigerian film.
You are remorseful.
My daughter.
Yeah. I am sorry. I did not do well by you.
No. It did not happen like that. She was still
on her high horse.
On itself again. So like that way and just so anyway. So she was like in this mafuno zandona chifukwa jani. Iwe ukusilenga ngati ndani iweyo. Right? So as then she says, oh, you think as if whatever was happening back then was that was not my fault. It was all your fault. And besides, right? So her justification was because she went through something else like that, then she has to do the same thing to her daughter, right?
Okay.
So anyway, she leaves. She goes back. She tells her mom, the teacher, what transpired. So anyway, she's a very caring mom, and I'm like, don't worry about it. But 2 weeks later, the real mom dies. So she dies, and then she didn't go to her funeral. So now why she has come now is because people are judging her. Uri in Phiri. She was just supposed to let bygones be bygones and forgive the mom and go to her funeral and whatnot. So she's asking, Kuri, did she make a bad choice or a bad decision? Was she really supposed to go to her funeral? when this woman from day one has never been a mother to her, because her whole childhood she is carrying this traumatic experience. Komano, because of the love that she got from the teacher, she doesn't want to keep on holding this within her. So for her justification is she wants to have that peace.
Yeah.
In as much as Kuriyes, Komano, she has never experienced love or any motherly care from her. So is she really in the wrong not to attend her mother's funeral?
No, she's not. Yes, she is.
Okay, talk to me.
Number one, what people need to understand is the fact, Kuti, you don't decide how long it should take people to heal or how they should process hurt and trauma.
Yeah.
That's one of the biggest problems we have as people.
Yes.
Last time that in Emanuela, you were talking about Nkazwa Two-Face.
Yes.
Kunena Guri, she had to jump because people react differently.
Yeah.
So to her, maybe, that's her now seeing the last remains of her mother, a closure she would never get. You get what I'm saying? Because and definitely this one needs that.
But what if that, okay, her dying, it doesn't mean Kuri, she's still going to get that closure.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Kuri, you get what I'm saying? Because on DVD,
yes,
I will never get the closure.
Yeah.
You understand? And that's one of the things that people have to be really quiet about, because online, you don't know what is transpiring in that person.
Exactly.
I won't lie to you, there are people in my life that, as much as I've forgiven, it's hard for me to reconcile because they have done something, they cannot come straight.
Yeah.
So I understand her not going.
So where do you think anyway, we have been visited by other deacons in the studio. So we have, let me recognize Deacon Gray, Deacon Blage, and Deacon Brandon. Yes, so yes, all the deacons are in the studio. Yes, let's continue.
Yeah. So you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
But now at the same time, people only do better when they know how to do better.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? They will never do better or admit because that's their environment. I think there are people that oh my no, this person is supposed to do A, B, C, D. But now I would look at their family, their parents, I'm like, they cannot do better. And I know what it's easy said than done, but people that are hurting us, we should just go beyond looking at them as somebody who has hurt us and also look where they're coming from. Because even at her deathbed, she looks straight at her, somebody who has been assaulted sexually, and say, Goody, you caused that. I'm telling you, it's a heart of every mother and every father to defend their children. And if that heart is not there, something is wrong.
Yeah.
So I understand what happened. She cannot take back. But at the same time, now, people are not responsible for what happens to them. But people are responsible on what should happen after the happening has happened to them. And if I said, somebody can break my heart, somebody can do something to me, but after that I would say, as much as I'm hurting, as much as this is like this, even though there is no closure, I'm gonna live above this, because what the mother did was not beautiful. Yeah. But I tell you, from the grave, the mother is still tormenting her, because there is still pain that she carries. Good, my mother did this. And now when people say, because there's also an apology, there's also a closure she needs. She still has a wound that is not yet healed. And let me
be the devil's advocate.
Yes.
For me, I feel like, in as much as, even if he had gone to the funeral,
yeah,
it wouldn't have changed anything. Because that's not closure.
Okay.
A funeral is just a ceremony, isn't it?
I say,
like a wedding, right?
Yes, it's like a wedding.
Right? It's always a ceremony.
Yes.
So where is the closure? Well, maybe break it down for me. Wabida, how many abused you, hurt you, betrayed you in ways, left a whole child in your care.
Yeah.
In fact, abandoned you. Samuga,
yeah.
Usia.
Yeah.
And you know what? The list is endless.
It's
Whatever
endless.
this girl went.
Yes.
Masawafa.
Hey,
Eh.
ndikuloze, eh?
Akumene kuti wamva kupweteka with the fullest kupweteka in the world. Umaona ngati okay. Uzo chimene timapita kumenyedwa. Chimene timapita kuchita ngozi. Chimene timapita kudwala. Timoba kufa. Ndi munthu wafa. Ikwena okhaso closure yako kuti they've gotten the best of it all.
Okay, did you get the question what the babe was asking?
Kuti besa kufunika closure.
No. It's not about closure. All right.
Anthu
Kuti sana village
the mother one.
Yeah.
Sana vilo man.
Okay, yeah. So when my mayanka so when mayanka umana kuti ikhala bwanji closure munthu apita. And that's what I'm saying. Kuti ngaine
It's a form of
kwa ineyo.
Okay.
Alakha kuti munthu amandizunza nchane ndewa afa be like yes. You've gotten the best of it. The best whip in the world. Kukwapula nacho cheni wamwalira wafaya upanga jani. Onet. Koma her not going to the funeral, Ngozo jodi timapanga we behave differently as people. Yeah. The only thing that you regret will be caused by what people are saying.
Yes.
You know, the only regret will come from there. Komano kwa yeyo zimene apanga zonzapopo.
Yeah, I feel like
atakhala ndi anthu angapo oti wamuzira says zimene apanga sooner like then she's gonna be okay. These are mind games, you know.
Yeah, okay. Because sorry that I'm cutting you. Because taking at it like in this scenario, right? We all know how we conduct our funerals kunogo Malawi kunogo.
Yeah.
Malo achachitika ale seti mafuna tizinena zabwino pa munthu yanali wabwino.
Yeah.
Iyi ndipo asiyana awiri. Iyi ndipo munthu amene has, you know, you say all of the good things, whatever. So now you hearing all of this on the other end and about how good you were and why not. Do you think all of those remarks were not going to be bringing out something if also she had gone?
Now this is me to her.
Yes.
Whether she went
but she didn't go.
Yeah, okay. Agana kautika anapita, kaisana apita, antu agana nkulabe.
Yes.
Because agana apita, there's a high probability sada agalira. Antu agana amba ende so malira maya kwa mwalira yanjani. So people always talk.
Yeah.
And this is my statement to her. Definitely, this is somebody who abused you. People always have something to say. At the end of the day, what do you have to say for yourself? Because I believe you are not what people call you. You are what you answer to. So that's the biggest closure of it.
Okay.
Somebody who has tormented her whole life now is gone. You understand? That means that person is not coming back from the dead. But people would want to resurrect that memory to keep hurting you. So antagawune not into Phiri, accept.
True.
Okay, fine. Ndiwe muntu hoipa unapangaza kuti you don't have to defend yourself. Koma akarambe kuforokoza mayanga anadere, that will keep on eating her and eating her. She has to accept that fact. Olaka nakotowa pira umaliro bweza akulira, osati kula akulira soma yake, akukumbukira the memory.
Akukumbukira everything else.
Yes.
Fusa lija Gugu, sorry.
Yes.
Sorry to cut.
Yeah.
Unena kuti akapita anthu akamakachemerera. Sizampanga torment. No. Do you know the worst case scenario? For them to ask her to speak. Because they would expect her to say nice things.
Yes.
You see? Of which are really nice things to say about her. You know? Then ngati munthu wiyo tikuntenga ngati olakwa. Kuti sali ndi relationship in my agate tikuntenga ngati ndi olakwa. Nde mufuna sazika nama asopa maliroso. Ndalakweso. Amukantha ambuye. Akhale nsamira wa munthu oti ankamzuza.
Okay, for me, I'm also, I don't know if I'm with you or not, but could you?
Umandiluka ndeti.
Okay, yeah, because I don't know.
Usadabu Blage, how serious?
So I know it's okay, right? But she didn't go, right? Okay, then we're together. All right, for me, I'm also not. It's very much okay. Right? Because I'm also a very strong believer. Because we always say, blood is thicker than water.
Yeah.
But in this situation, this blood wasn't thicker than water.
Yeah.
And now I'm a very strong believer of Kwena Woody family is not only
blood.
by blood.
Yeah.
Right? Because taking from my experience to the people that know me here, a few, the people that I call my family, most of them, they are not blood related to me, right? Because for me also, I have a portion of my family that I am blood related, and there came a point in time in my life where I literally thought if I am not going to, I'm not looking for closure, but I just want to take this out of my chest. Whether they are going to do something about it or they're not going to do anything else about this, for me, it's okay, right? Commander, if I'm not going to handle this matter, probably I might die, right? So I had to learn, the people, the family, the blood family, most of the times they're selfish. They really don't think about you, right? Because I think by now we have all established some of us in this room. No, I think it's only me. I lost both of my parents, right? So after that experience, now the family that I was supposed to lean on and to say, well, this is my stronghold, my family, and family is supposed to be like this. Family, they're supposed to take care of you. Family is supposed to, all of those things. And as a young teenager, right? But none of those things happened. Probably in their version of the story, they did everything else that they were supposed to do. But not in my version of the story. So there came a point where I actually had to call a family meeting. And I was like, you know what? ABCD, ABCD. It was like an hour plus long meeting. And during that whole time, everybody else was still pointing fingers. No, but you did this. And I'll be like, no. When that happened, I reached out to this person for assistance. But what did this person do? They did nothing. I remember one of my family members telling me, right? Because but is it really life? If you are being abused, if you are not being treated right or fairly, why should you drink water to that? So after all of those things, I realized, you know what? There are people that do love me and do care about me, but I'm not blood related to them. If I can tell you, Woody, I would tell you that this is my brother, this is my sister, da 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 da. But if you ask me deeper, I'll tell you there's no blood relation with them. And I don't, some of them, I don't have their numbers. Do I regret it? No, I don't. They do, their life is going on fine. And I feel like me moving on and realizing, Woody, family is blood is that, whatever that is, and also being able to realize, the people that are there, the people that show up, the people that care about you, those are your true family at the end of the day. But it doesn't mean that I never forgive. It doesn't mean that I'm holding on to grudges. No, I did forgive. I let go of all of that, because for me, I strongly believe if I was holding on to what I was holding on then, I don't think I would be here as well.
And people say forgive and forget. But sometimes the best way to forgive a person is to stay away even from them after you've forgiven them, to cut the connection. Because there are certain environments, zimene zimabanga haba, mwina resentment. You discover and the Bible said. Anyway, you remember how okay. You remember how people wanted to make Jesus king?
Yes.
And the Bible said, he just walked in between them. Yes. You should understand, there was a reason. If he had stayed there long enough, he could have been crowned king. You understand what I'm saying? So there are certain people, after altercations, Paul said something beautiful. He says, according to your ability, make sure you live in peace with all men. And sometimes living in peace with all men means you have to forgive a person and create a distance, especially as a body, because there are so many people that are entitled. You were supposed to do ABCD. And the families that we make in town, we are not bonded over blood, but loyalty and understanding.
Yes.
I say, you are coming from here, you are doing this. And I think in my families, they are not blood related. Go, stay down. In this case, because now you have an understanding. But many of family without understanding where you're coming from. But when you read your blood later, I say, go. I understand, there is ABCD, but you were not supposed to go to these extremes.
Exactly.
You can call us if it's ABCD. So there is always that side.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. The Digo.
Ndifuna munithandize maganizo.
Yes.
Kana nangoibeza.
Yeah.
Interesting
Yes.
story.
Yes.
Sindukuzwati ndi andani. Koma. Now, there is someone who is so close to my heart. Sindichula kuti ndi ndani ubale wake. But pamakhala ka tension kena kake between me and that person.
Yeah.
Zijazoti basi umasoma ma ego.
Yeah.
So sikunakana ndiyankhula mawu kuti amwene inuyo ndikazafa maliro kwanga msazabwere.
Yeah.
So ni munthu wokuti atati afe ineyo ndizamva kuwawa kwambiri.
Yeah.
Komanso kuti ndisapite.
Yeah.
Anthu ambiri zimene zizi athawuzadabwa nazo. Koma uthenga umene anandiuza kwa anthu awiri.
Yeah.
Ase ndimakhala ndi stress.
Yeah.
Okufa saziwika. I don't know kuti azayambe ndani.
Yeah.
But ndimati zitakhala kuti zachitika. Koma munthu wake anachita ndusati ine sindifuna uzabwere. Ndili mu position yoti ndikuyeneka so mwinaso kuti ndizapite. Ndikuyeneka ndizakhale kuti nkhata.
Yeah.
Uyu azayika nawo.
Yeah.
Mu situation ngati imeneyo mungandiuze kuti chani.
Good for you, he's alive. Okay, you should understand something.
Ngati
munthu anafika pamene popo. There is something on his side that he views you as. And when you go talk to him, you're not talking to him good, you are finding a middle ground. Hear him out on his side. And that's why I'm saying good, there are certain people we can love and create distance.
Yes.
There are certain people you'd go and say, Uzwajan, I'm sorry that you feel that way. I love you and I care more about you. And there are certain things you, even though Rajo is in the wrong. You keep the peace because of the love you have for this person. Moms, I say, my apologies. I didn't know good you felt that way. Because here's the funny thing about life. I have a world going on with me and you have a world going on with you.
Yes.
What is small to you may not be small to me. You understand? So in the course of agree you tunage na baby. I say you get what I'm saying? To me, that is something you didn't agree. In here, there are people that are so convinced things about me. They can't about me. But you go to them and say, and I think that's part and parcel of maturity to say, Guri, you understand that from the other person. I think from his side, it's like this. And there are certain things, there's nothing that you can do you as a person. But the best thing you can give them is closure. Say, I'm sorry you feel like this. And my apologies, because you are just creating color bleach and you keep your distance. Bas. This is gentleman, you know how the Bible says, according to your ability, live in peace with all men. Because if you don't also tell manager,
actually distance you over I
think you one of the time.
The more we are close, mafudo amajuluka. Izizi zonena kuti ndikazamwalira usasabwereza.
Yes.
Zinabwera chifukwa I was just trying kuti tikale close. Kenako nasazindikira ndikuipisa zinthu.
I have a friend I love so much. This other day, I think in Dinadzuga, and I was troubled in my spirit because I just don't know why this person would do this to me. And I think after he did that, I reached out to him. I told him, my brother, I love you and I care so much about you. But I didn't expect you would go to these extremes. I have so much that I know about you that I can do certain things. I don't know why you would make up this for me. But maybe that's how you felt. So I'm going to keep a distance with you. And I tell you, you can think I'm a fake friend. But because there's just nothing he can do that I can stop loving him as somebody, because I've cared for him as my brother. But I've said, I should keep distance because you understand what I'm saying? So, that is going to happen a lot. Imagine that should be your son. He misinterpreted something in Gambo in dialogue. You understand? There's so much. And we have even our fathers.
So when your personality, your character is linked to the one thing that defines you, the crashing becomes, it's very, very bad.
Yeah.
Right. So when that was happening, the family, my core family,
Yeah.
nothing happened. They didn't assist. They didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I was homeless, actually, like literally
Yeah.
homeless at this particular point in time. So then one of my friends actually, like, I did come through to the killer lemons, right? So I went and started staying together. So now, this is now the period now where I had to call for a family meeting, I think after 3 months, because now they started creating so many crazy stories.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm like, you are aware of my situation, but you have not done anything else about my situation. And on top of that, you are putting a certain kind of expectation kuti ndugeni oti ndizipanga zoti
ABCD.
izi zimene zinandichitikira izi zimwe ndimangoyenera kuti ndinyamuke kunyumba kwangako ndingokubwerera ndi pakhomo kuzakhala. Right. So when all of these things were happening, at some point I'm literally jobless, I'm homeless, all the lessons in the world. Yeah. So I think after a year or two, I'm trying to get back, both mentally, emotionally, everything else. Like, it was a proper crash down. So there was a wedding, which I didn't attend because I have no money to travel to this wedding. I have nothing. Right. So now my grandma meets my brother, and because I'm not there, Anena would you should tell your sister. Ngati pale mwana amene nende nwamuda ndaula pamoyo panga pano ndine mbale wako. Right? Like sama bo zatuona, sama bo mazadani. If there's a person that mamuda ndaula, it's your sister. Umuze so kuti ndikazafa kumala wanga sazadani asazabweni. You know. Yes.
And
Dude,
that
I heard that.
I was told by my mom. I told you my mom was sick.
Dude, yeah. So I heard that, and it broke me the same way that it broke you, and it broke me in so many pieces because, like I said, I regard them as my parents. Yeah. Right. So Nakara, I told my friend about this. We talked, and then bas. So there's one uncle that is very, very dear to me. I think if there is one remaining within the bloodline, I mean, I regard as my rock is him. So I called him. I'm like, this is what happened, and these are the words that I received. So now I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And I'm trying to keep it together, not to cry. But then, when something is breaking you, tears still come down. And then he told me something. I was like, I've heard you. But one thing that you also have to realize, Antua agalamba. So they don't see the things that everybody else is seeing. Right? Even they just thinking, kwadi mwana amini alipati. Kwadi mwana amini safuna zatuoni. Antua agalamba. And just forgive, usazidengere. Right? Usazidengere, just continue healing, right? When you're going to have the money, you're going to be able to travel and to be able to see your grandparents. And trust you me, so I was like, okay, cool. So this is one thing that I would always do, even till now. I always make sure that I call because they're far away from me, right? I always make sure that I call them, we talk and all that, even though I don't visit. Then when things started picking up, things started becoming a bit solid, and stable, I traveled and I went to see them. The moment that she saw me, kunali my update or say over the years, like zimene nda misa, tinali apa jonch. Nobody were talking. Nobody what, and then yes. So what I'm trying to say is other people, they're also in their own emotions, in their own feelings, they're having a different perception of your situation. Probably they don't even know what exactly is happening. You are neglecting them because now you're grown. Now, they also don't see the other part of life that is going on with you, So now they just jump into saying all of these things, the most hurtful words, even though they don't truly mean it, right? Right now, we're cool. Even if she passes, I will go to her funeral. But sometimes that is a 50%. That is what I'm supposed to also do as a human being.
Yeah.
But it also doesn't mean that I fully healed from that statement. All right? Because there are times I find myself thinking, what if she really dies? Would I go?
I think as he was saying it and you said it, I realized that the trend that's going is this word being used by the elderly.
Yes.
So now I'm thinking, okay, why? So I started thinking, could it be that they've had this power over anybody at a younger age in terms of discipline wise? I'm in so many things. And just to get you in line, right? I won't buy you this, I won't do you this. Now you're grown up. All of these threats, they don't work. So they go to the place where they know it's going to break you without understanding the depth at which they are going with the words that they say. And like you said, I don't think they really mean it deep like that.
Yeah.
They're just going to the farthest, the deepest of the bags of tricks. Whereas Osezi, wagula muntui.
It's a guilt trip mechanism. You know, Komano, that guilt tripping, they
have to understand the intensity and the depth, because it takes you time. You must imagine, I'd never know that I would heal so fast from all my heartbreaks and all my disappointments in one day. One day, all my frustrations paled to comparison of just an hour statement. I'll let you in. When I told you my mom was not well.
Yeah.
My mom definitely went, she was not herself anymore. So she spoke without filters. And she saw me, and it was a loose cannon on me. Trust me, if I tell you there's a person I love, okay, I love my kids, right? But my mom comes first, then my kids. That's how much I love my mom. And this person opened fire. Everything that I've heard people say never affected my life. I heard my mom say it, and it tore me apart. And weirdly, and I thank God that now it's because of what she said.
Yeah.
Every person who had ever broken my heart, what, I don't care. And like I've healed.
Because you're the love of your life. Did the most.
I'm telling you, from then, I was like, yo, but at the end of the day, I realized the power of words.
Yeah.
And I also understood how there's so much, there's so much alternate versions of you that exist in people. Because my mom, this was meningitis. So meningitis, maybe you should just capitalize on something. And I think that's when I realized, as much as she has love for me, but there's a portion of her that, and it's in disabled and quote unquote. There was something that I did. I have two kids from two different women. And to her, she said, you make me feel ashamed. I'm not happy with what you've done. And it was not like it's not true.
Yeah.
It's true. I have kids with different women. But to me, I was like, oh, I can explain this.
Yeah.
But to her, that's not something that she understands.
That is being responsible.
That's something that I was saying to Gray. Because if I go and tell my side of the story, it's justified. Just like this woman in this case, in her side of the story, in Maya abuse, she had seen all this happen to her, but she raised these kids. So there's a story that you know, and there's a story that others also create from what you think you know.
And you're a villain.
And that's not something that you can control. And the older we get, I'm learning for us to be at peace with that. God, help me be at peace with other versions that people think about me. There's only one thing you have to be careful as a man. I'll go back to the Bible.
Let's do it. Let's go.
You know, the Bible says, he who desires an office of a bishop desires a good thing. But he says, he has to be somebody with a good reputation and good with his home. So there's one thing you have to make sure you have in this life is a trace of your reputation. They will not have anything to pin it on you. Because when it came to Jesus, all the accusations, but there was nothing that could stick because his reputation was impeccable. So people have options to say whatever they say. It only hurts when it comes to the people that care about us most.
Kwambiri.
So, ndizovuta, but
No, it is. It is very, very difficult. Uncle, grandma, for my uncle. Okay. It is okay. It is very difficult because we are dealing with when we are growing up.
yeah,
Timo Zido we need to take care of our family.
Of our family.
You know? Komano in situations where, because we're also expecting in family, it has to cover us, it has to love us,
Yeah.
it has to protect us, it has to do all of these things.
Yeah.
But then in situations where what is truly expected of the family to do, they don't protect you, they don't care about you, they don't love you. In as much as Iweo, blood is thicker than water, right? But your family is acting as if they are total strangers to you.
And this is a beautiful thing I think I can say to this lady in question.
Yeah.
So, have you realized that all these people that are saying now were never there when she was homeless?
Yeah. They were never there.
That's a funny thing.
They were
a lot of people.
You know what? We don't understand the gravity of emotional torture of all of these things that happen to us, or what family does to us. You know, because if our biggest expectation is you are supposed to
be there.
You are supposed to hold us down. You're supposed to love us. You're supposed to protect us. And when that does not happen, and the most funny and surprising thing, in as much as they keep on doing that, you also, their expectation is you're supposed to do what?
To be there for them. There are so many words happening at the same time.
Yeah.
And at the same time,
their expectation is you're not even supposed to question whatever they are doing. And when you do, you do a and I'm not just talking this just because I'm talking, but this is also my experience, not other people's experience, but my own experience. You understand what I'm saying? Where you keep on trying to fight with you are my family.
Yeah.
You know, you know, they're acting as if they don't want you.
They're like,
Komano, in the slightest thing,
mistake, way of fun.
I would it. Ndoguri, simaka with one person is calling you. Ndorama koda ida nizana. And I remember there was a time because I was so heartbroken. I was so disappointed in everything else, and in the one person that I thought would be my father, my father figure after my father.
Yes.
And he is the one that broke my trust even the most. So when that happened, I was just quiet. Things will keep on happening until my boiling point reached its peak. And then I spoke to him. I was like, why?
Why did you do that?
Why? You know? Why?
And
like, why wouldn't you even call me? Because you always tell everybody else, you're my daughter, my daughter. But in this, if I was truly your daughter, would you treat your daughter, and he has daughters, would you treat your daughter like that? I don't think so. Guess what? This man did not even, after, because we had I sent him messages that I was boiling.
Yeah.
So he did not even call me. He only asked me one question. Who do you think you're talking to? Right? And then I didn't stop there. I was like, you, my uncle, my father, all of this, why? Right? That was it. Dude, 2-3 weeks later, after that, we didn't talk, probably even for a week, and we're staying in the same house.
Yeah.
After 2 weeks, I'm hearing it from my aunt's cousin. We're also staying in the same house.
Yeah.
And she tells me, do you know that the messages that you sent your uncle are not figure even to our side of the family?
Yeah.
He took screenshots, sent them on family group, and then other people in that family group took those screenshots and sent them to everybody. That even disappointed me even more. Because you as a parent, who's supposed to be a parent, you are supposed to caution with love and care
Yeah.
to nganwana yindu wala kuita.
Yeah.
You call them kuni.
You were not supposed to do ambassador.
No, but now I'm hearing it not mutwa, komano agudi the whole society. I've cautioned you. Actually, have you rebuked whatever you have done? So now you, in your feelings, you have decided, okay, everybody else is going to know about this. And in that moment, I'm the bad guy. I'm the villain. And those people, they don't even understand the context of what truly happened. You know what I'm saying?
The other day, number was indicated was indicated all of us are just oversized kids. And we really need to be careful how we are raising our kids and even ourselves, because whether we like it or not, right now, you're turning 30, but you're like, Ine, you get what I'm saying? We are just oversized kids.
Even 50.
Hey, you're like, I'm turning 60.
Grown-up kids, but you are also
a kid.
Child at the end of the day.
These are the sides of the story, because these are people that are supposed to be responsible. Let's reason together. And this is now working with us because we are the next uncles. There is a niece, a nephew somewhere else that things are happening. If it is my uncle, I want to TikTok will trend in again. Now it's my turn. Either to be a teacher. You see, people want. There is certain garbage. It has to stop with us. There are certain promises our uncles gave us just to shut us up. It has to stop with us. We have to start a conversation and say, "Fun, what if we do this? What if we do this?" There are kids, only others are talented. And I've been as uncle or my father figures. Because they had seen enough. Now, I'm not saying but I'm saying through their lens and their experience, they can channel the energy and the kids that are coming behind. Lest we are going to fall in the same trap, because we have uncles like that. Or wishes are good. And but at the end of the day, I think it's our responsibility also to, number one, heal our inner child.
True.
Because what we are tomorrow, we are going to give it to somebody else. Either it's our daughter, our son, or our nephew. And was stranger. We have seen this in workplaces.
In a lot
of places. Size him, there's nothing we can do. This is an oversized kid that you cannot help. And it's, go back to the Bible, Ngozo, go back to the Bible. A good parent leaves a worth for a generation and the generation to come. You should understand that worth is not just in monetary value. It's in character. It's in emotional stability that is able to be passed on to generations. So you as a parent, now it's our turn. That's one of the things that I wake up and I'm like, my son, my daughter, I'm like, what am I going to be able to pass on? And that's one of the things that I'm afraid. I pray, I go to God and I'm like, God, I don't want to fail my kids. Because I've seen I've seen people, I'm like, I cannot wish on my worst enemy for their kid to turn out like this. And these are my friends. But there's nothing that you can do to help them, because their parents already failed. And the Bible, meaning every person that is out here is beyond redemption unless the grace of God. But how they were conditioned when they were young, they have been set on the trajectory. So there are all these things that are happening. And then they are victims also.
Kwambi, and the most funniest and paradoxical thing is, in this situation, both of you are both villains to each other. I'm a villain to my family, right?
The family is,
and my family is a villain to
you.
me.
And there's
there's nobody, right? Komano, that's what you are saying. Now, what do you do as a person, right? How do you move from
there? Because
it's not as if my family, they're not dead.
They're
alive. But then how, as a person, how am I going to get that closure? I've been wounded in this way, because I know I'm also their villain.
Yeah.
So it's there'll be a day in their life where they'll come to me with we're sorry about this.
Yeah.
No, because you also, in their mind, they're also waiting for my apology. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Komano, for me as a person, it's what you're saying, I have to heal
Whether they
myself.
apologize
And you know, that's what I was saying earlier on. When I called for that family meeting, my mind was, it's not about what they are going to do after this, whether they're going to do something or not. Komano, for me, it's how I move from
there going
right, because I need to start healing. And trust you me, in that particular moment, death was here. And for me, I was like, you know what? You know, I'm not gonna die, but I need to start healing from within. Everything else you know what? All of these things have happened. But for me, I need to start now looking at me. Because I remember a friend of mine once that told me, Gugu, you need to start learning how to be selfish. You know, because being selfless, sometimes it is a disease and it kills you. Because Makodi, you are the one that is always you're pouring yourself into other people, but those people, they don't pour themselves into you, right?
Do you know something? Until you are selfish, you cannot be selfless. Because how are you going to be selfless with a self that you have not given more to?
Yeah. I was doing it in the opposite because I thought, if, you know, like you have to.
Not selfish in the terms but you have to work on yourself.
Yes.
Build healthy boundaries and say, I'm working on this one. When it goes out,
it's the perfect version.
Trust me. And I was that person that I would not think about me.
No.
It will always be about the people that are around me.
Yeah.
Right? And in that moment, I needed to start learning. I cannot take care, and especially like with my brother then, right? Because with my brother after my uni, I started working. He was still in uni. It came to a point. I think if you can go back in the Mother's Day video, I spoke about my brother also, right? It came a point where we started staying together, right? So now, moving from now, this crash has happened.
Yeah.
So now it means me, the source, has crashed. He is there now. He is also has crashed too.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? So now I was like, I can't help him. Right?
You are drained.
I am drained. I can't help him. So now I need to start healing myself. I don't know what's going to happen to my brother at this particular moment, but I cannot help him at this particular. I cannot help anybody, but I need to start helping me. I need to start healing mentally, emotionally, every aspect of me to be a better person for him. And not because there was a point where I saw myself just as his mother, not his sister. And that there was also a conflict between me and him, because you'd be like, you're not my mother. He's expecting me to be his sister, but for me, I'm just your mother. And I was like, you know what? No, I need to find who I am so that I can be a better sister. I can be a better friend. I can be a better everything else. But if I'm not healed,
it's not gonna work.
Like, I will also be pouring this same pain in the people that care about me.
Come on, sorry guys.
Yeah.
But these are the two things that I have seen and observed. My family. Nkhani yayamba imakhala kuti ndife anthu ndipo tikampangalebo munthu ina lero ndoyipa, no matter what they do, they can never redeem themselves. So mostly imakhala kuti ndi mfana nde mfana uja ine ngati ndadana naye mwana wanga, I would definitely tell my brother that mwana ujatu akubowa ABC. Amangopanga mwana yanchani. They come to the house, they see the kid is timid. Atenga vision imenda ninaija. Mwana ujatu abwera zamuze brother anga mujore. Ablazana jaru nde sabu ni banga Phiri bo faja ABCD samumvera. Atenga be vision imenda nani? Unampasa ineija. Ine ni mwalire mwana anga osabwela ku maliro. Oipa bendani?
Ndiwe.
Mwana anga be uja. So when we paint somebody, kuti uyu ndo poira. Amakodi wapita mene there's no turning back. I think healing ifeso ikwenela kujokera bene bokuti. As parents apa no bafe. Tikwenela kupanga understand kuti ngati ndadana ni mwana wanga si kuthera bene bo. It's the society looking at us.
Yes.
That feud that's there.
Yes.
You know? And I can be selfish just to seem as a bigger person.
Yeah.
Sunganduza jojita umakhala nyumba mwanga usawapange so zimenezo.
Yeah.
Kwa ndikumphera tsogolo lake, ndikumphera ufulu wake. Iyo jakuti apite ulokwane bakauza iyo jaziti mwana atakhaula kuna chilungamo bambo ake oneka apanga approach bwanji.
Yeah.
Angathanduzala ngamufuna mtengeni mzikhala nane ineyo sindikwanitsa. What if mwana idi ndovoira? So be like I know. Mfano ndani ndovoira ndameneyi. So that mentality imatononga so kwambiri. The second thing is amwene don't say kuyesera moyo.
We are doing it
For the first time.
You know?
Don't say. I saw somebody said, "Kuti, we need a prison for our parents for whatever they've done to us, because it's trauma plus.
Amen.
You know, just because I'm frustrated with the work.
Yeah.
You know, with my friends, my finances.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not knowing good in Durani. Ndikusokoneza. Iyo jabuza kudana nani. Ntaina again zada bwadu. What do you? Akudana nani chifukwa chani?
And by that time, it's too late for you even.
Unaiwa.
And zedimani na kuri kumakhala mai kweli. Kwa hiyo kama kaka ngono and you're like
Kwa mwonoja, it's a big thing.
Nde kuzono chochowa kwambiri nchokuti. Nozoti college ala iwala. Iyo somwanayo. Hedi jeri mobe. Kuma wayola soda na kuyani ndiyani.
Yeah.
Nde even if you come together.
Yep.
Even if you come together. There's nothing that you're going to win.
yeah. I think the German manager puts any man dagalo. Ama kuli manoja perception ndala ndo foil. No matter what you do.
Oloza mfuso dase bambo wako ndo foil ifajani. Sanga.
Yep. Yeah.
If that's in parliament antena akita ambojiza na ubompano. Mbuyo konsemu tenkango te kwantu manager nkweba. Sutu wazo
ndijani. Ai.
Nditi maglaji na like sutu kuzo.
You
know, so I think conversation if you went no gambira bene.
Yeah.
Whenever there's a situation as small as daddy, I wanted to eat chips and you said no. That one.
Imavuta.
From that one. Amvesesa jimeno kunkanizira kuja chips. Otherwise, that will be no ripple effect. Yeah. Next time zaka bambanga andi kanizo ndibuya gari moto ndofuna ndipite ku date. You know, it's beautiful.
And it becomes a bigger issue.
Yeah.
So my only advice to the girl is this. As we've discussed here, one of the things that I've picked up from is the fact that you don't have total control as to who hurts you, how they hurt you, how fast or slow you heal, when you heal, if you heal.
But that's a big thing.
Yeah.
You need to heal.
Yeah.
So what do you do? Me, personally, after a long time of going through things which were like finding myself in a space organizer, I don't even think they understand what I'm doing. And here's what happens. When they're in my space, in my vicinity, I am controlled by them. Mm-hmm. I am angry. I don't want to groovy frenzy. Cindy Mama Suga the way I am because I don't like this person who's here. How do I handle this? I said, forgiveness. Do you want to forgive and forget? Sizopega, guys. Until one pastor preached and said, do you know that forgiveness is not a one-time thing?
Yeah. No, it's not.
You don't forgive once, Jata. Forgiveness is about, today I remember how much you hurt me. I say I forgive you. I want to look at you in a good light. Yeah. Tomorrow I'll remember again. I forgive you again. The next day I remember again until the day where you and I are buddies. Now, situation like in her case, the mother, she went there expecting maybe remorsefulness or guilt or anything. She found even more evil. Yeah? I'm like, that's okay. So what do you do from that? Yeah. As a prayer, I used to pray and I still pray. Lord, help me forgive those who hurt me. 1. Lord, help me forgive those who hurt me and do not apologize.
Yeah.
2. 3. Lord, help me forgive those people who hurt me, do not apologize, and intend and will even say to my face that I will hurt you again. Mm-hmm. Help me to forgive those people because so That's what I can advise her.
For me,
Because at the end of the day, no, God forgives me, I'll use my hands. At the end of the day, Eddie, for me, what hurts me is the person you do not forgive holds you as a prisoner in ways that you can't even imagine. Like, Ababa, in this case, we're thinking about how this woman would die and she will still be traumatized by her. And like we said, she might even pass it on to her kids, having a poor relationship with her kids. Mwina sokumaka ikila kuti mwana isandanda mamuna. Wakulamu. Zinu zokuti zinaitika kalekale mwana wako wanza ka 14 sukuziwa, koma you're telling her, put on long dresses. Hey, usavale chimene, usaten, because you're traumatized from what happened to you.
And now it's a cycle
Yeah.
over and over again. That's why even in this society, that's why I said in the beginning, kwena kuti azimai, timadana azimai okaoka, and timayambira at such a young age. And even in the same house, your own daughter, you are hating your own daughter. Maybe just because she's more prettier than you. Yeah. Sometimes because of whatever experiences you have had, now you want to show what I say so pega now to this same daughter. Now the cycle continues. You keep on hurting this woman. Now this woman in her own friend circle, she's doing the same thing. That's why you hear so many girls or women saying, I don't have female friends. Yeah. I cannot do female friends. Where did it start from? Wakanas and Zago, those female friends, Mamuna. It starts from our own homes. We hear them from our own mothers, right? And then those things, they stick with us. Now, when you are with your female friends, no, you can't have female friends because as in Zago, they will do this to you. As in Zago, they'll do this to you. So when something happens to your fellow woman, you are also saying it was your fault. Yeah. It was your fault. So that's why I'm saying the cycle continues, right? So it has to be with us, how we handle these things personally. The society, as you have already said, the society will continue to speak. Yeah. The society
People always
will continue to talk, right? Komano, how do we handle all of this noise that comes to us? The control lies with us, right? To choose just to close our ears and just to move on with life. The definition that we have given ourselves. This is who I am. I'm a villain in somebody else's story. But, this is
who I am at heart. What I answer to.
Because in another circle, I'm a saint also. Yeah. In another circle, I'm a devil, and that's okay.
That's okay.
But as of this particular moment, this is the direction that I'm going to take, and that's where I'm going to take it. That's all. So, you know what? Let's heal. Let's heal our inner children, our inner selves. And then like Loki said, it is not an easy journey because even I am still healing
from a lot of things, and it's a continuous one.
And it's a continuous thing. The healing continues. See that we have to reach a point where we feel safe enough with the people that are around us. We feel safe enough to understand that people are not going to hurt us the way that my mother did. We feel safe enough when I would let love in to those that love us, right? Because it's not everybody else that is going to hurt you. There will be people, so many people that will show you love. We also have to learn to let that love in, because when we do, that is also another starting point of healing.
Mazia, last night I was meditating about something, so I'm going to be biased to the Christian faith because my faith is built in Christ.
Yeah.
I believe there are certain things only God can do because these are deeply rooted in us.
Yeah.
And I believe He's a maker of hearts that can fix that. It's beyond, there are certain things, alcohol is not going to fix it.
Yes.
Sleeping around is not going to fix it.
Yes.
Fighting people is not going to fix it. But it was last night that I sat down and I was like, God, work on my heart.
Mm.
There are certain things that I just cannot do because maybe, I guess I'm trying to heal from things that I don't even know that I'm hurt.
Yeah.
My behavior wise.
Yes.
So I would say this to her also. I don't know of what faith you are, but these are burdens you cannot carry on your own.
Yes.
And these are things that you cannot lift on your own.
No.
Because all of us have been there. I've tried anything. I've gone to therapy. I've done this, but God, here, you are the maker of broken hearts. You know how to fix this or give me a new one to be able to go from here. Because this is going to be a long one.
100%.
So,
It's of water, guys.
It's not.
It's of water. And you know, that statement that you have said, like I've said, I've experienced so many downs.
Yeah.
But I will say the recent down, in the mining when homeless, whatever, right? I remember in that particular moment. Now, I'm staying with my friend. I could not wake up. The moment that I wake up, for me to be solid, for me to be okay, is Negudi, I've taken alcohol. And my friend, he knows how to throw a party.
Yeah.
Yeah. And bless his soul as well. Like I said, I have a brotherhood, right?
Yeah.
So this is one of the brotherhoods that actually took me in during this time.
Yeah.
So he is not the type of person, like in that particular moment, he didn't even know what he by emotional. Let's talk. Hey, brother.
Brand.
You know, and you know what, bless it. So, you know, cause in that particular moment, probably that's what
you needed.
That's what I needed. But for a month, wake up, we'll drink, we'll sleep 2 hours, we're back at it again, like that. And we'll be okay, right? Until I realized, Lord, like, it's still heavy, you know? And probably I do realize, okay, like I realized, because I'm doing that, it was like I was also prolonging the time for me
for you to heal.
For me to start, to start now the healing process.
Healing. Because you're trying to...
it's like, I'm just...
putting Band-Aid on by surgery.
This will take. I'm like, you know what, Lord? So I sat down, I was like, I think I'm ready now. I'm ready now. I'm ready to listen to you. I'm ready to start this healing process. Because no, I cannot be in this bucket or in this darkness. Lord, I can't do it. So on that day that I say that, and also I said all of those things, but I also got mad at him at the end of the day. I'm not gonna lie to you. I said all of those things, whatever. And I'm like, it's been like almost 3-4 months. You've not even sent one person. You even just said, without, my daughter, I can see you. I'm seeing what you're going through. The most
I know the feeling.
Yeah, the most surprising thing. I think that was now the ceiling thing for me. 2 days later, after I had that conversation, 2 days later, I think around 9 p.m., I'm in bed. I was watching a series. I remember, How I Five.
Yeah, How I Five.
Watching How I Five. I said, anyway, I'm watching that, and I'm watching, but I'm also crying, right? And then I receive a message from one of my old buddies. I think we are not talking like in a year, right? And then he just texted me like, hey, Gugu, how are you? Something told me to check on you. That was my turn.
You're like, my man.
You sealed everything. I was like, nigga, you saw me. What do you mean? And in that moment, I hear what's like, tell him everything.
Yeah.
Tell him what is happening. Dude, I pour my heart out. I tell him everything else that I'm going through. And it was like, can I call you? I'm like, sharp. Like, nigga prayed for me. I was like, you know what?
We need more of you.
Daddy, you saw me. Daddy,
my daddy.
We're here, right?
My daddy.
And it's like, we're good, right? We're good. I was like, okay, cool. Now just proven good. You can see me. So now let's start this journey. You know, help me see the things that I'm not able to see, because you know what? I can just be also blaming the people that are wrong me, or the situations that put me in this situation. But what if I also played a role? So help me to see those areas so that I can start healing and even developing those areas into the right lane, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, right now, I need to do this sober. I'm not gonna drink anymore, Baba. Like, I ain't gonna do this, right? This is a while back also. This is a while back. Right now, I'm on juice.
Juice. Yeah,
I'm on just this. What you seeing here? Nothing.
Juice.
It's juice. Right? But I stay like and also why I'm saying just because in that particular moment, I was a spirit girl because nothing would move me. Right? And I was like, I need to do this sober. So for 2 years, the brotherhood will come.
They would
be like,
and
they'll be like, are you for real? And I'm like, no, I'm for real. And I started my healing process and it's been years and years, healing. And then, you know what? We'll stick to the juice. We'll stick to the wines, you know? So, basi, that's why I know what Mista muzirumiza ya waini. Ko mano zinas, we don't particularly.
You know, I really tried to drown my demons in a bottle. Oh no, they swim. I don't know how to swim, but they are very good swimmers.
Yeah.
And
they do a good job.
until I remember, I think the thing that I adopted, I could have been addicted, was sort of shisha.
Yeah.
Until one day, my sister calls me, and she's not well. On air. Now, ndiri ku crab. So nimapeza kwenda vina nao crab kuja, and akuvina. Iye ndi kumazifunso kuti, no, you cannot tell me we have been here until 1 o'clock, and these people are happy. What is happening? So my sister sends me a video. She's not okay.
Yeah.
And I go outside, and now she is about 8 hours away. The only thing I would do, now I'm high.
Yeah.
On it, I'm high. The only thing that I can do is call and start praying. I pray for her, and tears. When I'm saying amen, I'm like, okay, fine, rest now. I'm going to talk to you tomorrow. Now, imagine,
You're praying at the club.
They're praying.
Now,
this place is.
This is happening. Now, I'm not aware of mahude. I say, somehow I don't even remember the prayer that I prayed.
The spirit of the Lord is here.
Now I look at them. They look at me. I have a bottle in my hands. They're like, Jude is praying, and I was there. Now I put my bottle there, and I start crying. I'm like, God, no. I think I figured out something good. There are certain things only God can do for me.
Truly.
And I was like, God, no.
Not truly.
This is not working
100%.
for me anymore. I remember one of my friends, and I went Zulu, and Zandibesa. Could I say, I was like, you know what? Nah. I just because that was happening, I think, around earlier this year, I think.
Yeah.
Earlier or in December. That was in December last year.
Yeah.
So I think from that time, I was like, God, can you help me? Can you help me offload? And I know this is not journal for everyone else, but I believe out there's somebody else who's carrying a weight. But it's hard.
100%.
One step at a time.
Yes. And you know what? Now, just to wrap it all up, you said also something which I also want to concur on. Whatever trauma, whatever situation you're going through, only your faith can also hold you down when everything else has failed. I'm not saying you need to be Christian, you need to be
your faith.
Muslim, whatever. Your faith
is
the one that will hold you down at the end of the day. Because for me, it has been God from day one. I couldn't have gone through the
suicidal phases.
The level of healing that I've gone through for the past years, and to actually found myself in a place where I'm feeling safe and I can actually be sitting here and talk all this smack. Nah, but it's been my faith from day one, right? And then the people, you know what? When I say, Kudi, I was homeless, can I tell you, when I sit back and I'll be like, Cooks, yes, homeless, Jabuno, you didn't have a house that you called your own, but people gave you their homes. So you were not entirely homeless, because Komano, in that moment, Komano, when you have healed, or when you are on your path of healing, you are able to see in each and every situation, God was still showing up, but not in the way that I wanted it to be. Komano, still, God still shows up.
And that's That's very important.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are mad that God is not showing up
No,
the way they
he's there.
expect.
Come on,
God
one
is still
day,
showing up.
that's why I said, Goody, this healing is important because it opens you up to see, wow, I had a whole circle of people fighting for me and rooting for me to be where I am today. You know what? And that should be our closing remark because yes,
Today,
we've been here. Come on, yeah, depressing if I don't know. So forgive us for putting you in your feelings because we are also in our feelings.
yeah.
But we appreciate you again for sticking with us from the beginning to now. Matusana nafe, you have argued with us during this whole session, but you know what?
It's so good.
We love you still, and we appreciate, as I've said already, the engagement that you give us. I wish you a good healing journey. Let us all heal from the traumas that we have. Let us heal from the pain that we are carrying so that we become better humans and better people for other people as well. So that probably this world, we can actually start calling it, we are living in a better world, right? So this is from me